Hey guys, welcome to Stuffbox. If you created a WordPress on Google Cloud Platform and you want to upload your files to your VM instance, then this video is for you. Before we can FTP to our WordPress, we'll need to create SSH keys so we can securely connect to our VM instance. And to do that, we'll need to download Putty. So to start, go to putty.org, then download Putty by clicking this link. Click on the package files. You have an option for 32-bit or 64. We'll go with 64-bit if you have Windows 10. Open that application and install it. Simply click Next and then install. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna uncheck View README and then click Finish. The next thing we want to do is load PuttyGen, which is what we installed. Go to your search and type PuttyGen. Launch it. And then this should launch the Putty key generator. For type of key, it will default to RSA, so leave it at that. And then now click the Generate button. And all you have to do is move your mouse around this gray area. You can move it as fast as you want, and that's how it will generate a random key. So it should be pretty quick. It should give you your SSH keys right away. Under key comment, you can replace that with the username that you want to set it as. I'm going to name this Stuffbox PC. And then for passphrase, it's optional, but I highly recommend that you add one to add extra security. Now the next thing we need to do is just save the public key. So click the Save Public Key here. And then I'm going to save the public key under my C drive and create a new folder called SSH. And I'm going to save it in there. I'm going to name this wp01.pub. Don't forget to add the .pub, which is very important. Next, let's save the private key. Click Save Private Key here. And we're going to save it on the same folder. We're going to name it wp01 with the .ppk file name. Okay, so now let's highlight the public key. Let's highlight this whole thing here. Select all. Copy it. And then now let's go to our VM instance. Go to our WordPress VM instance. I'm already there. I'm going to click my VM instance. And from the top, you want to click Edit. And then scroll all the way down and look for SSH keys. It's over here. Click Show and Edit. I already have an SSH keys, but we can add another one by clicking Add Item. And then paste the public key that we generated. You know that you correctly copied it when it shows you the username. Now scroll all the way down and click Save. While we're here, I'm going to copy my IP address. So scroll all the way up. Under External IP, I'm going to copy it. We'll need this for our FTP. If you're finding value in this tutorial so far, please hit the like button and help me out. So now the next thing we want to do is open our FTP client. We're going to use Filezilla in this case. So launch Filezilla. Top left, you'll see the website manager. Click that and it should launch this. Now click on New Site. Name it to whatever you want. I'm going to name mine WP01. On the right side, you'll see protocol. You want to select SFTP, which is Secure FTP. For the host, this is where we want to paste our IP address. And then the bottom here, login type, you want to select key file. And then for user, it's the username that we created, Stuffbox PC. And then for key file, you want to click Browse. It's the private key that we created. So launch that and locate your SSH keys. Select your .ppk file and then click Open. Now click OK. You want to save the password, so click OK again. And then we are ready to connect. Click the Site Manager drop-down. It should give you your new site. Click your new site. And then it will give you a warning that you're connecting to a server that it's never connected to. Just confirm that it is the right IP address. And then I'm going to click Always Trust the host. This host. And then click OK. And then after that, it should ask you for the passphrase that you added. and we are now connected to our WordPress on Google Cloud Platform. So now we need to change the permission of these folders in order for us to upload the files. To locate our WordPress file, you want to go to the root directory. So double click the topmost folder and then double click it again. If you scroll down, you should see the var folder. That's where your WordPress lives. So double click var and then look for www, which is all the way in the bottom. And it should give you the HTML folder. Double click that as well. And here are your WordPress files. As an example, if you want to upload a theme, double click WP content, and then from there you'll see themes folder. Double click that. So if we try to create a new folder or upload any files, I'm going to create a directory and it should give us an error message. This is because we don't have a permission to write over these files. So now to do that, we need to go to our VM instance. And then from there, if you scroll all the way up, you should see SSH. So click on that. Now, most likely you're not on the root directory, but just to make sure, I type ls-al command. That gives you the list command that tells you which directory you're in. Now to get to the root directory, you want to type cd space /. Now if we do ls-al again, it should give us all the main folders, which includes var. You can change the permission from here, but I want to show you how to locate that WordPress folder if Google Cloud changes their file organization. So what I usually do is change the directory to that specific folder, and the WordPress folder is on var/www/html. If you want to upload a theme onto your WordPress folder, you want to go to wp-content. If you want to see the permission of a specific folder, type in this command and then include that folder. If you get a 755 number, this means that the owner is the only one that can upload to this directory. So to change the directory, you want to type this command, sudo space chmod 777. This allows our user that we created to upload to this file. So now if we go back to Filezilla, I'm going to refresh this directory. And then let's say I want to create a directory here or even upload any files. I'm just going to create a directory so it's an easy example. And as you can see, it now has created that directory. Now, once you're finished creating files or uploading files to your Google Cloud, it's best to go back to your SSH and put that back to 755. Now to do that, you want to type sudo space chmod 755 and then the folder name. This is very important. Do not skip this. As soon as you upload a file, you always want to put it back to 755 so no one else can upload files to your Google Cloud directory. If you want to know how to upload static website on Google Cloud Platform, here's my video on that. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you. Leave a comment below if you have any questions.